This is He Knows Everything, bringing you that heat and that far. My boy Devin asked me to do the video, so I'm going to do it. All right, let's get into it. When it's all said and done, Kyrie Irving is being so disrespectful to the Brooklyn Nets. And the reason why he's showcasing so much disrespect is your owner hands you basically a salary. I don't care what anybody tells me. I don't care how controversial people want to be. I don't care how people want to sit here and mire things into a form of we're going to stand on this solid ground situation. If you're going to do that, you're going to be a social justice movement activist, then you need to be in that occupation. But as long as you work for somebody, as long as you have a job that mandates that you have to do certain things, I'm sorry to tell you, you're going to have to do it. Let me say it again. I'm sorry to tell you, but you're going to have to do it. This is the rules. This is the legalities. This is the basically what we would say the crippling of you being in a 9-to-5 and you trading time for money. You're going to have to find basically what we call a precarious situation where you compromise. You have to do it. And I don't care if we're at the highest levels of who we say we are. Everyone has compromised. And people that sit here and act like they didn't, they're lying to themselves. They're deluding themselves. They're not telling the truth. There have been a lot of compromising that has happened on so many different levels with Kyrie Irving. This is why He Knows Everything can't trust Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving has compromised with LeBron James. He retracted after he made a comment about him, about the 2016 NBA Finals. Then he retracts. He apologizes to him. How can you respect somebody that's a bona fide retractor, that has a history of retracting, that has a domino effect of retracting? He apologizes to Nike multiple times after calling his shoes, Kyrie 8 or wherever edition, trash and garbage. He's gone back and rescinded. How can you respect someone that has rescission in their bones? See, you guys are supporting a fake folklore hero. And the reason why He Knows Everything calls him folklore is because he is a myth. He is a retracting, rescinding myth. Let me say it again. He's a retracting, rescinding myth. When you look at Kyrie Irving, that's what you see, a walking retractor, a walking rescension. So how can you respect something like that? Maya Moore, who actually left the WNBA in 2018, people are not talking about that. She's had a number of years where she's been removed from her respective sport, went into the profession of social justice movement. They asked her if she was coming back for 2021. She did not. See, you have to go by people's actions. People say things and it sounds cute and all of that. And black people love to always have a conversation. Let's have a fucking conversation. Go ahead. Conversational pieces. And then there's what we do. There's our actions. Our actions correspond who we are. Because our actions will tell you where our heart lies. Let me say it again. Our actions will tell you where our heart lies. Because our actions let us know how we realistically move. How we consistently and authentically move. Kyrie Irving's moving has been one of retraction. His moving has been one of rescission. He's going to cave in. The baby mama and the 2 kids are going to require caving in. And if he has more kids, there's going to be more caving in that's going to take place. Believe it. Kyrie Irving is not as strong as you guys think that he is. Because if he was, there wouldn't be a walking rescension. There wouldn't be a walking retraction in his bones. Maya Angelou said it best: when a person shows you who they are the first time, believe them. So once a retractor, once a rescinder, always a retractor, always a rescinder. What's not cold-hearted about that? What's not unadulterated about that? And what's not the cutthroat true teller fashion that's associated with that? When we look at Kyrie Irving, we see a walking retraction. We see a walking rescension. We don't see a hero. We see a folklore hero, a myth, someone that's not real, someone that's artificial. Because when it's all said and done, you have to ask yourselves these cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat true teller fashion. What is that? That Kyrie Irving is a myth. That Kyrie Irving is a retractor, and he's a rescinder at his truest and his most properest levels. There's levels to this stuff, man. There's people that actually do what Maya Moore does and says, fuck basketball. And there's people that do what Kyrie Irving do and be shifty and be wayward and be 50-50 and say, I'm still going to collect a check. There's no excuses here. Maya Moore left A WNBA check. 6 figures. Kyrie Irving makes $34 million more than Maya Moore. So what's his $34 million excuse? Woo! What I said was so deep in profile. Let me let that marinate in the corpus callosum and in the cerebellum. So hear me, motherfucking well. What is his $34 million excuse? He doesn't have one. So in all essence, Kyrie Irving needs to stop the presses and pump the brakes on the nonsense and go sit down somewhere and what? Higgity fucking hush. I keeps the foot on the what? On the Knicks. I keeps the foot on the what? On the Knicks. When it's all said and done, the Brooklyn Nets have one choice and one choice only. Trade bait his fucking ass, look for Damian Lillard, and get his rabbit ass up off the team. If you don't want to take the vaccine, you don't want to do what you're supposed to, that's mandated both in your city and in your fucking team, then leave it all fucking together, or take the fucking vaccine, or get your ass motherfucking traded. That's the cold-hearted, that's the unadulterated, that's the cutthroat truth teller fashion. This is He Knows Everything. Check it out.